What's going on, world? It's me, Andre Catnot here from West Palm Beach, Florida. We're gonna go ahead and mark up our charts. It's now London session, so I just want to go ahead and mark up my charts. I should have did this like maybe 15 minutes early, but I'm just now getting back to the chart. So um, I'm looking at GJ right now. I'm on a daily chart right now, so I'm gonna be drawing up my weekly highs and weekly low zones, and then I'm also gonna break it down to the hour chart to create my London session highs and lows and Asian session highs and lows. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Most of you guys should already know when it comes to me drawing my zones. Um, I like to look at the daily, and what I want to do is I'm gonna go ahead and get my rectangle um, tool here. All right, so today is Monday. Last week's low was here on Thursday, so I'm gonna go ahead and draw my the rectangle from the wick to the body. There we go. Maybe I need to bring it up just a tad bit. All right, bring this over a little bit. Okay, so this is gonna be my weekly low. I already have a template for this. It's the previous weekly low. And then let's find out what was the high for last week. So that was a low for Thursday. All right. So really, Wednesday was the highest on Wednesday for last week. So I'm gonna go ahead and draw that from the wick to the body. Yeah. And then we'll go ahead and go to our templates and name this the previous week high. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at right now for the week. You know, this is my previous week high. This is my previous week low. Okay, so now I want to go ahead and break it down to the 1 hour chart to figure out my previous London session highs and lows and previous Asian session highs and lows. Okay, and how do I know what session I'm in? The yellow candle means that I'm in the Asian session. The red candle means that I'm in the New York session, and the green candles mean that I'm in the London session. And right now, I'm in the London session right now because we have a green candle populating here. Okay, and it's now 3 a.m. So, you know, we are in the London session. So, right now, I want to look at the previous London session high. Okay, draw the rectangle from the body to the wick to the body. Okay, and I already have a template for that. We'll name this the London session high, and then the previous London session low is here. All right. Okay. And then I'll go to my templates, name that the previous London session low. Okay. So my previous London session highs and lows is way above what where we at right now. But price might come push up into these zones, reject it, or push past these zones and break the zone and retest and start going up. Who knows? But this is what we're working at when it comes to the previous London session highs and lows. Let me put on. Let me see what type of trend we in. Let's go back to. I like to go to the 4 hour and daily to see what type of trend I'm in, what type of market structure. Clearly, we are in a downtrend here, so we are creating lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. All right, this could this that lower high right here, and right now we're looking to create a new lower low. So Um, we're gonna see what price gonna do when it comes to um, this zone here or this zone here. Okay, we got our weekly. Matter of fact, let me. This weekly zone is too big, so let me see if I can tighten it up just a tad bit. Um, we'll bring it down here. Okay, boom. That's a lot better. Okay. And then I like to look at the 30-minute all the way down to the 5-minute when it comes to entry. Um, right now on the 30-minute, this was Sunday, right? Yeah, this was Sunday. Okay, so Asian session, which was the session before London session, tapped into the zone already and rejected the zone. So it looked like it's heading down to the downside to create that lower low. So um yeah, we could be looking to start to sell off, but price might come back up into the zone, before it start heading back. But we'll see. When it comes to London, I want price to come. When London session, I want price to come back up into the zones. And not only that, we have a previous London session low here, but we also have a current, well, previous we have a previous Asian high right here. So we have a previous Asian session high, and we also have a previous London session low here. So um, this is a major level here. So in order for me to want to take this trade, I want to see price come back up into these zones before I even look for a sale. There's a little gap right here too. Um, but yeah, so we'll see what happens. Right now, um, let's see what type of market are we in. Are we in a risk on or a risk off type of market? Look like it's mixed right now. Um, yeah, look like it's mixed right now. So the dollar is kind of strong. The yen is kind of strong. So that's good for the GJ pair that we're looking at. We want the yen to be stronger than the pound. So yeah, let's look at another pair. Let's look at another pair here. Let's look at GA. GA is the Australian dollar is weak right now, so let's look at these pairs here. Let's go to the daily. Let's we'll move drawing so we can look at the weekly high and low. So last week this was the low. We're gonna draw a rectangle shape tool here from the body to the wick. So we're gonna bring it up. We can bring up just a tad bit. Okay, so this is the weekly previous week low, and the previous week high was up here. Okay. I'll just mark this as the high here. Okay. This is what I usually do when it comes to me trading. I like to mark up my previous weekly high and lows, and whatever session that I'm trading in, I'm looking for the previous high and low for that session. So this is how I trade. All right, so I got my previous weekly high and low for GA, and I'm gonna break it down to the hour so we can look for our session highs and lows here. So Right now we still at the zone here. Let's go to the 4 hour. Maybe I can tighten this up just a tad bit. Well, let me see. Um, let's bring it to the 4 hours so I can tighten it up. Which thing I'm looking at here? Let me bring it to the 4 hour here. Huh. Okay. All right. We could bring it down here, but I'll keep that zone like that. I was trying to tighten it up maybe, but I think that zone is okay. But as you can see, price is respecting this zone here in this area. All right, so let's go to the 1 hour. Okay, we already on the 1 hour. So the previous London session high and low is up here. I mean, it's a small, but we are. That's a small zone there. It's not probably not even worth it drawing this zone from here. How many pips this is? It's like a 2 pip, 3 pip move when it comes to the zone. But we'll just go ahead and go to our templates and name it the previous London session high. And our previous London session low is down here. Okay. All right, go to our templates. We want to name that the previous London session low. All right, so these are the two zones that I'm playing with when it comes to the previous London session highs and lows. Yeah, so don't like how that's looking right now. So I'm going to check out another pair. All right, GU. You could probably look at GU. So this is like my daily routine, y'all. So when it comes to drawing up my charts, this is my routine. I keep things simple. Sometimes I may draw my Fibonacci retracement tool on the chart to see, if we got a good entry, when it comes to the fib levels. But that's about it. That's about it. So let's look at GU real quick. Let's figure out the highs and lows. So when it comes to if the wick is like real short here, as you can see here, the wick is like low, like short. I just usually just go ahead and draw, take out my horizontal tool here, and just do it like that, and then I have a template name for the previous highs and lows for the horizontal lines as well. Um, so I think that's the previous week low, and then we'll figure out the previous weekly high. Okay. So it looked like Monday was the previous weekly high. That's a big zone, so I'm gonna probably tighten it up on the 4 hour. But I'm gonna go ahead and name this the previous weekly high. Okay, let's go to the 4 hour. See if we can tighten it up just a tad bit. Let me get this out of the way. Okay, there we go. So we can tighten that up. All right, cool. So we'll tighten it up right there. So yeah, that's our previous weekly high. So now what I want to do is, again, want to see what's the previous London session highs and lows. up here is the previous weekly high. Go to the template. Previous London session high, yeah. And the previous London session low is here. Okay, yeah. So like price, like when I come to these zones, price like to come back into these zones. Either the price like to either come back up and retest these zones, or it like to come up and break these zones. So these zones are very very like important. When it comes to these zones, like the weekly highs and lows on the daily chart, those are strong zones as well. So those are another zones that you want to pay attention to when it comes to the zones, because price like to reject these zones or break these zones. Okay, so got a previous weekly high, previous weekly London session high and low here. Also at the same time we have a previous Asian session, previous session highs. So down here we have a previous session high, Asian session high, and we have a previous London session high, low. So that zone right there on the bottom here is a strong zone here. Matter of fact, we forgot to name the zone the previous London session low. All right, so those are the zones that we're looking at right now on GU. Let's take a look at odd. Let's clear the chart. Let's go to the daily. Okay. All right, so now let's look for the previous high and low, weekly high and low on USD. This is Friday. Yeah, USD was just like basically consolidating. But the previous weekly high was right here on Friday. So we're gonna go ahead and draw two there. Look to the body. Name it the previous weekly high, and then down here it's not even a wick. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our horizontal tool here and have it right here. That's our previous weekly low. All right, so those are the two zones that we're playing with, two levels that we're playing with. Let me see if I can make this a tap better. Not really. We'll just keep that at the same. Go to the 1 hour. And our previous. See, these candles is not even producing a wick, so we'll just take our horizontal tool here. So the previous London session high was up here. We want to name that the previous London session high, and then we got previous London session low. Okay, so those are the two levels that we're looking at when it comes to the London session. Look like the candle is testing that level right now. Yeah, it's testing that level right now. So we may come back to that chart to see what's going on. Do I want to take a look at Euro? Okay, let's look at Euro. I got some zones already on this chart, but let me go ahead and clear everything off here, or we can start fresh here. Okay, so look like Thursday was the previous weekly low from the wick to the body. Okay, we'll name this the previous weekly low, and then we'll look for our previous weekly high here. So I think I think Tuesday was the high for last week. Okay, so we can just do it like that. Like when it comes to the daily chart, like these levels are very, very important. All right, these zones are, are important for sure. All right, previous. So we got a previous weekly high and low for Euro USD, and then let's see, we'll break it down to the 1 hour so we can check out our session highs and lows. Um, for Euro USD, I like to trade this during like the US session. So um, so what I would do here, I'll go ahead and draw my New York session highs and lows instead of the London session highs and lows because I like to trade USD. If I'm gonna trade Euro USD, I like to trade it doing doing the US session. So that's our previous New York session high. I mean, remember, like the red candle means that this is the New York session. The yellow candle means that we're in the Asian session, and the green candle means that we are in the London session. Okay. So this was last week's New York session here. So I'm gonna go to my templates. Name that the previous New York session high. And then we got our previous New York session low right here. Okay. There we go. And I'm gonna see if I can tighten this up. I usually when a zone is big like this, I like to tighten it up. Go down to a lower chart to see if I can break it down just a tab, a little bit more. That way the zone don't be too big. So this is perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. Now, yeah, so we got our zones here. So price look like it's playing around in between these zones right here. So we'll pay attention to that a little bit later when the U.S. session opens. Let's go to your USD JPY. Sometimes I trade these pairs during London session or New York session, depends on how price are moving. But let's go to the daily. Let me go ahead and remove my drawing. Let's see. The weekly high was Friday. Right there. Okay, we're gonna name that the previous weekly high, and then the previous weekly low was Monday. See, this is a big zone. So what I want to do, this is a big zone right here. So what I want to do is I want to break it down to a lower time frame and tighten up the zone, make the zone a little bit shorter, a little bit smaller because I don't want a big zone like this. But I will name it the previous weekly low. But I'll break it down to the 4 hour. You see this candle right here? This is the candle that I'm going to be looking at to tighten it up a little bit on the 4 hour. So this is a 4 hour zone really, but this is the weekly low right here from the wick to the body. Okay, so those are the two zones I'm looking at for USD JPY. Let's go to the 1 hour. Like I said, sometimes I either trade, just trade these pairs during the London session or the New York session. Mainly the New York session because it's a US pair. But it all depends, what's going on. But I don't like how things are looking here. So I'm gonna just keep these two zones for right now. Okay, so looking at that. So now, what other pair? We might look at one more pair and then end this video. I just wanted to, mark up my charts with you guys and maybe got kind of give you guys an idea if you're trading yourself. Just showing you basically key levels, important zones, where price can struggle at. So if this is helpful, let me know in the comment section. I would love to hear your feedback and let me know what pairs you're looking at. All right. So when it comes to Euro JPY, I like to trade this during a London session or some even either London session or New York session. That's when I like to trade these pairs when it comes to the Euro USD. Oh, yo, what I'm doing here? I need to go to the hour, right? So I'm gonna clear this chart up just a tad bit. We're gonna figure out our previous weekly high and low on the daily chart. So I believe Monday was the low here. So the wick is going to be another big zone here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tighten it up, probably either on the 4-hour chart or the 1-hour chart. But this is our weekly low here, and then our weekly high is on Wednesday. So we're gonna mark that up, bring it down to the body, and then these are the two zones that we're playing with. That's our weekly high, and then we'll go to the 4-hour, see if I can make this zone a little bit smaller here, because this zone is too big here. So I'll probably break it down to this one right here. All right, so this is our previous weekly high and low for Euro JPY. Let's break it down to the 1-hour for London session. Last week it didn't really move as much, but this is our previous weekly high and low here for London session. And then, down here don't even have a wick, so let's go ahead and bring out our horizontal tool here, and then we'll call that the previous London session low right there. And right now we're like right at that level right now on this candle right here. So yeah, that's about it here. Let's take a look at the charts that we marked up so far with the zones and see what's happening. So right now, nothing really is happening in the market right now. So I might wait until London session to like really trade, because I don't really see anything. I don't even see any good entries right now. So yeah, I'll probably wait a little bit during London session, because it's still 3. I mean, it's still like, this is just the first hour of London session, so anything can happen. The next hour candle could like push up into these zones or break these zones, but we're still in London session, so price can make some bigger moves on the next hour candle. So yeah, nothing's going on with GA right now. GU, price might shoot up into the zone here. This is the previous London session low and the previous Asian session high as well. So we could get a rejection, but US dollar is strong right now, but it's pulling back. USD, okay, USD we might have a trade on USD, because price is right at that previous London session low here. Okay, and then for Euro USD, nothing's happening. USD JPY, nothing's happening right now. And then for Euro JPY, nothing's happening right now. Well, price is rejecting this previous London session low. So, but anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. But if you guys want a trading bot or EA that can trade for you in the forex market, trading for you hands free, you don't want to look at charts all day. You don't want to, you don't want to do none of that stuff. Then I do have a EA that can literally trade for you in the forex market hands free. Can earn you some daily profits for doing nothing. If you want access to something like that, if you want access to something like that that can trade for you, like an auto trader, then I charge a one-time fee of $250 for this recent EA that is producing some amazing results. It's easy to set up. It's not martingale. It's none of that grid stuff, hedging stuff. Like it's none of that stuff. Um, it's a it's a trading bot that comes with stop loss and take profit, and it's producing very very well. So if you want something like that that can trade for you, like because you may be busy, you might work a 9 to 5, you don't want to be looking at the charts and stuff like that. You don't have time. Then I think getting access to the EA that I'm using and a bunch of my clients are using to produce the results. That's the way to go. So if you're interested in that, reach out to me personally. I charge a one-time fee of $250 for that. And then also I do have a HFT bot that passes people's challenges less than an hour. So if you're looking to pass a prop firm challenge, that may be the way to go. We can literally pass your challenges in less than an hour. Matter of fact, I have also bought another challenge, a 25K challenge with a prop firm called Quantec. I'm going to be using the HFT bot today during New York session, and I'll hop back on and show you guys exactly how that works. But I do have videos here on my profile, previous videos that will show you exactly how the HFT bot works, but it can pass your challenge fast. All right, so if you want access to that, that HFT bot is $1,000 one time, and you will have full control of that bot. You can use it to pass your own challenges, or you can use it to pass other people's challenges. So if you want to create a service, if you want to provide a service and you want to pass other people's challenges, you can make money by passing other people's challenges. And you can pass as unlimited challenges as you want. You can pass unlimited of your own challenges, and you can pass unlimited of other people's challenges. So if you want access to that, it's a one-time fee of $1,000. It's easy to set up, but reach out to me if you're interested in that. But with that being said, I'm Andre Ketna here from West Palm Beach, Florida. I will see you guys on another video.